Like, about these descenders.
So, Sucrose, the package you mentioned that you received before, it's not dangerous, is it? You need to be careful when you're opening packages. I once had a friend mail me some research materials, and all the bouncing around in transit caused a reaction. Once I opened it, it let out a stench. If your package contains anything...
No, this package didn't... Timaeus! Sucrose! What are you two chatting about?
Oh, hey, you two. We're just talking about
A strain?
Yes. I believe it's from a Sumero scholar who came here.
Huh? A package from an academia scholar?
There wasn't anything dangerous inside. I think I've seen Timaeus with some...
you've seen me with...
No, they didn't...
Oh, you meant these?
No, never.
You could It's called Genius Invocation TCG.
Genius Invocation TCG! Yeah, we've been hearing about this game. We didn't know it had made it all the...
That's right. The game's been catching on lately. It starts with a young guy in... It turns out that the crop, after being unexpectedly... Huh? What?
No.
Well,
Well,
Oh?
well, since it's a gift from a researcher I've
Oh, right! And okay, fine, Paimon. Although, it's...
well, but if you'd like to learn the rules of Genius Invocation TCG, then I'd actually suggest you go to the Yep, that's the place. Trying to learn the rule...
Understood. Traveler, Paimon, to be honest...
Well, what are we waiting for? And as for your brother... so many questions. Let's go find Nahida and see what else we can find out.
Welcome to the Cat's Tail. Oh, and Sucrose the Out. I'm afraid I've already told you before.
Don't worry, Margaret.
Sucrose.
Actually, Margaret, we're here...
Genius Invocation TC. You see, more and more people... Speaking of which, I believe... You know Prince.
Allow me.
My mistake. So it seems I haven't introduced you yet. This is...
I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am. Only Prince, the average player, is incapable.
Wow.
How can you use such a crude... Oh? What's that?
Seriously, how can he get all of that from a simple meow?
Yes, it was the sacred duels of genius in...
So,
Anyway, though I'd love to explain...
That's what...
Oh, Prince.
I'm sorry, but from the day I met the mighty car...
If Prince is unwilling to...
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. What is it? Huh. Why is it that... Seriously, games and...
What can I say? Anyway, I see you...
Oh, what? You know, if drink sales keep...
My prince speaks the truth,
Could it really?
Sure, why not? All right.
But...
Shuyan, drink...
Ooh, all right. Okay. Yes? You should have built a deck. You know, a set of cards that meets the bare minimum requirement to play the game. What's with the blank stares? Come on. Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without bringing any cards.
that's right. We have some cards that I received from a friend.
Yeah. You're gonna need a few more cards than that. Okay, let me think. To learn the game, you'll need at least 2 character cards to switch between. Oh, that reminds me. A few days ago, when I was closing up for the night, I noticed a customer had left a couple of character cards on the bar counter. Maybe you could use those for now.
Are you sure that's okay?
It's already been a few days and he still hasn't come back to claim them. Who knows? Maybe he left them here on purpose. Oh, okay, yeah, I got them here with me. You know, just in case the customer came looking for them. Yeah, not because I like to play the game or anything. Please.
All right, so now we have 2 character cards. That's everything we need, right?
Yep. So, are you ready to start? All right, then let's begin. Welcome to the world of Genius Invocation TCG. Simply put, this is a game where you control character cards to duke it out with your opponent. Pew, pew, pew! Once you've defeated all of your opponent's character cards, victory shall be yours. Now then, you're gonna need a character on the field to start with.
Let's finish this swiftly.
First, we roll 8 elemental dice at the start of every round. These dice correspond to elemental energy. We'll be spending these dice to perform actions. Once the roll phase is over, you'll enter the action phase, where the real game starts. During the action phase, you can spend elemental dice to perform various actions. Of course, the most common action is to use character skills. Not bad. You just made your first attack. During the action phase, both sides will take turns making their moves. After you use a skill to attack your opponent, it's their turn to attack. And as you can see, once the enemy finishes their move, it's our turn again. Now, these are Omni-Element dice. They can be spent on any move regardless of the elemental type. So, we're gonna use them to pay for the pyro dice needed for this skill. Go on, give it a try. That was pretty good. That's one opponent down for the count. Bam! But the game has only just begun. Remember? As much as we'd like to attack again, it seems like we've run out of usable dice. In that case, let's end this round. After you end round, you won't be able to do anything else this round. And once everyone chooses end round, we can move on to the next round. All right! Here, and a fresh new round means time to... Ooh, that's some... But don't worry, situations like these are once per round. You can select all the dice that you don't like and... When the action phase begins, the player who first chose end round in the previous round takes. This means that since you finished first the last round... Alrighty then, let's learn a little bit about... Each time you use a skill, your character will gain 1 energy. Once Diluc's energy is full, he can use a powerful elemental burst. But we're still one Never mind, let's start with the normal... D-Luke's normal attack only needs 1 pyro die and 2 other dice of any type. In any case, you're... Now we have 3 energy, plus we have enough pyro elemental dice left over. It's time to use your powerful elemental...
Burn!
Invocation TCG, you need to use multiple character cards to form a party. Next up, it's time for your second character card, Kaya, to take the stage. Oh, it seems like any move by Kaya is going to cost quite a lot of cryo dice. When you deal cryo damage, you'll cause your target to be affected by cryo.
Freeze!
Good! Now our opponent is affected by cryo. This is a good time to learn about elemental reactions. Different types of elemental damage affect enemies with different elements. When a character is affected by certain elemental combos, an elemental reaction will be triggered. At the moment, your opponent is affected by cryo, so we should try and use a pyro skill on them. Oh, that reminds me. Both sides must have 1 active character, while others are considered standby characters. Normally, we can only use the... Now, if we want to use the skills of our standby character, in this case, we'll have to switch to D-Luke. You can spend 1 elemental die of any kind to switch a standby character to the active character.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Switching characters is an action, just like using a skill. So once it's done, it's your opponent's turn. Most skills can only target the active character. As you can see, your opponent just attacked D-Luke. All right then, now that D-Luke is our active character, it's time to use his skill. Because the opponent is already affected by cryo, dealing pyro damage, when triggered, melt increases damage dealt by 2. This will allow you to deal loads of damage in one go. Next up, let's learn how to use card types other than character cards. These cards are all known as action cards. Each time a match starts, you have to draw 5 action cards to form your starting hand. Uh-oh. Looks like we don't have any elemental dice we can spend to make an attack. Seriously? We still don't have any usable dice even after that reroll? Well, never mind. Even in cases like this, we can still attack. We just need to put the action cards in our hand to good use. Don't underestimate action cards. They can grant all kinds of support and buffs to your active character. Take this one, for example. this action card will require 2 of these. See the symbol? Yeah, that means you'll need to play elemental dice of the same type. Some other cards will cost you these instead. The cost requirements for these are much more lenient. You can spend any kind of elemental dice. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, though. For now, just play this action card. So, playing an action card from your hand is a form of fast action. Fast actions do not end your current turn. Simply put, you can continue to act even after playing an action card. But wait, Diluc's elemental skill costs 3 pyro dice, and right now, we don't even have 1. Well, not a problem. This is where we can use a more advanced mechanic known as elemental tuning. By discarding 1 card from your hand, you can convert 1 elemental die into the element of your current active character. And this card isn't useful right now, so we might as well use it for elemental tuning. Sometimes, you won't be able to perform any actions you want to because you didn't roll the elemental dice you wanted. Oh well. Moving on. Ingenious Invocation TCG. Keeping up a constant flow of combat is much more important than the number of cards you have. In this case, well, let's just take all these useless cards and use them for elemental tuning. Just like playing cards from your hand, elemental tuning is a fast action. Come on, hurry up! Use elemental tuning to get yourself 3 pyro dice. Well, would you look at that? Finally, we now have enough elemental dice to use Searing Onslaught. Because you have the White Iron Greatsword equipped, Searing Onslaught will deal 1 extra damage! What? Now comes the final part! Hoo-yeah! In a real match, you can make adjustments to your initial hand. At this time, we can select any number of cards in our hand to shuffle back into the draw pile, and then draw the same number of new cards. Once you have confirmed any adjustments you wish to make to your starting hand, both players have to select their starting active character at the same time. Oh boy, this one's a real doozy. We gotta take it out, Prompt. Let's see how you do this time. Remember, start by selecting your initial starting character.
Let's go.
Look at you! You sure are getting the hang of these rolls. Now let me teach you what? You can preview your opponent's actions. I mean, that is to say, you can read their intent. Check it out. So here's where you can see all your opponent's intentions for this round. All All your opponent's intended actions for the round will be listed here in order. Reference this to come up with effective countermeasures and easily defeat your opponents. Well then, that's the end of the tutorial. You're on your own from here. Wait. There's one more thing I almost forgot. Every time you hit an end phase, you get to draw 2 cards from your action cards pile. Remember, you have to make use of both your elemental dice and your action cards to... All right, cool. Those are the basics. Did you get all that? What we just played was an adventure challenge. Does Genius Invocation TCG can be played in duel mode, where each player brings 3 character cards, or in adventure challenge mode. But the rules are all the same.
Although I feel there are still many details to grasp.
That was quite the detailed explanation. I didn't...
What? Oh, when did...
I stepped in while you were in the middle of your explanation. I hope I didn't dampen the mood.
You snuck in without making a sound.
Anyway...
The Cat's Tail is a player in Mondstadt's alcohol industry. Naturally, I'm here today to discuss a few items of business with Mark.
Too bad she just left, but...
Never mind, it's nothing urgent.
Wait! This card?
It's Diluc's character card.
Although I have some degree of experience with Genius Invocation TCG, seeing this particular card is
A customer left it behind a few days ago, but he wasn't even playing the game while he was here.
Oh? And what sort of a customer was he?
He wasn't wearing an eye patch, okay? He had a light complexion and a super serious look on his face. He wasn't much of a talker and looked like he was just drinking his worries away. Never seen him around here before.
Eye patch, you say?
Gah! I was trying to give the opposite description, but I just ended up giving it away. Sorry, guard captain.
Don't worry. Somehow, I don't think he'll be giving you any trouble over it.
So, what about the Diluc character card?
I don't mind. It's just a card with my image on it.
I didn't expect Diluc to be familiar with Genius Invocation TCG.
The game has been catching on lately. It's hard to go anywhere without hearing it mentioned. Every now and then, I'll sit down and play a game with the customers in Angel's Share. I was hoping we could play a game, but this issue of someone leaving a character card with my image of the cat's tail is very intriguing. It's getting late, and someone has some explaining to do. We'll have to have that duel another time. Good. Then I'll take my leave.
You know where the door is. Don't let the door hit you where Lord Barbados split you. Uh-oh. Guard captain.
I hope Kaya will be alright. Well, now that we are familiar with the rules, why don't we try playing a game of Genius Invocation TCG?
Ooh, 2 new players having their first ever duel. This sounds like fun. But in order to play an official duel, you need to have 3 character cards. Remember, a complete deck has to have 3 character cards and 30 action cards. Got it?
Then, let's use my cards. These were mixed in with all the others I had received. And I didn't know what they were for at first. But now that we've learned the rules, I can see that this one must be the Sucrose character card. Now, it looks like we each have the Kaya, all right.
Unlike the adventure challenge you tried previously, duels are true tests in a duel. Your opponent can also use action cards, and they'll also be able to grab new cards during an end phase. At the same time, your opponent must also spend elemental... Are you ready?
This will be interesting. Freeze!
Animo test 6308. Animo test 6308. Stand clear. My research. Darn. I didn't factor that into the equation.
This will be interesting. Oh, so sorry.
Let's finish this, swiftly.
not done.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
This will be interesting. Cool it! Let's go. Verdict is... Where did I go wrong?
I can't believe I lost when we had the exact same character cards. The rules must be more complicated than I first thought. Every decision is a difficult trade-off in this.
That's not how the rules work, Sucrose.
Oh, I am sorry. But it was a fun match.
Paimon didn't know you could get some...
I always get a... It's like that with my research, too.
Playing cards is no different. Seizing victory through a...
But what if you keep trying...
A losing... Besides, Sucrose, you're already making...
Thank you.
Good! Having fun is the main...
I'll definitely...
All right. I think you should have all the basics down by now. Huh. Burning Mondstadt's wine industry to the ground keeps me pretty...
I see. So you have now grasped the rules of Genius Invocation?
That's right! The Paimon...
Becoming a... sobering words from Prince there. But I'm afraid he's right. Yes, although to be honest, it's basically, to become an official and recognized TCG player, you have to best 3 opponents in a duel.
So, you have to win 3 duels against 3 different opponents?
The duel you just played can count towards this tally. I agree. Although I didn't get to observe the match myself.
Same way you can hear what
A well-trained ear is a basic skill expected of anyone hoping to... Sucrose, you may have lost the last duel, but don't be disheartened. I can assure you that winning 3 games... But first things first, Shuyen. Before that, our TCG newcomers should Ah, yes, my goodness. Completely slipped my mind. I'm lucky to have Prince here to remind me. Everyone who wants to start playing Genius Invocation TCG is entitled to...
Oh, Timaeus mentioned it, didn't he? It was from the light novels.
Oh, that's right! The soul of an ancient... So the Casket of Tomes is...
Well, actually, all card cases in Genius Invocation TCG are called Caskets of Tomes. Not only do they provide a reliable and sturdy...
Oh! Paimon can guess what you're gonna say next!
That would mean an extraordinarily high number of...
Darn! What a letdown. Alright, now let's see this Casket of Tomes already.
All Caskets of Tomes are issued by Margaret, probably for the best. If Prince and I were responsible... Okay, so go and see Margaret to claim your Casket of Tomes.
But even for the Traveler, that's... Oh.
I shall choose the final... Excellent plan, Prince.
Hello, you three. Has little Dione... Ah, I see you're here for your...
So this is a casket of...
That's right. A purpose-built case for your card deck.
Yeah, well, even the most fun game...
True. So I'm glad that these customers, you're not wrong. But that's secondary. The important...
All right. In that case, I'll go find some Thanks.
Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
There's a player nearby! That way! Let's go see! Aha!
I'm sorry. Is there anything I can assist the...
We want to become official Genius Invocation TCG players! But we have to pass the test first, so we need to beat 3 players in a duel. Our Casket of Tomes led us to you!
Oh, I see. Unfortunately... I see you're serious about this. Very well. As a... So be it. Then let the duel begin.
Ready when you are.
Let's go.
Gosh, I lost. Let's play again when you have some time.
We did it! Now we have 2 victories under our belt. What?
I sensed that she had what it took to defeat the opponent I have, not just Prince. I can't wait.
She won't lose to them, whoever it is. Right, Traveler?
What ho, fellow voyager of the stellar step forth over.
Pardon my directness.
Your opponent sounds anxious to. That's what Prince said. Please enter.
It's Fisher.
Who else but the Princessin? For, as the name of this hallowed rite suggests, only when the wisest of heroes is summoned can the Master of Cards hope to be crowned the champion. This path is a treacherous one. It must be tread with great caution, for eternal doom and damnation are but one wrong step away at any given moment. That is why none is more suited to appear in this audience chamber than the Princessin, whose Aug de Verurtelung des großen Kaleido-Phantasmus has witnessed 10,000 battles across 3,000 worlds.
Oh, is that right?
Indeed. Mein Fräulein has watched many games of Genius Invocation TCG, and has gained a solid grasp of the rules. Even in a duel between beginners, it is best that both participants are well versed in them.
Oh, that's true. Ah, this makes sense now. Prince did say that he was gonna pair us with someone of a similar skill level. Guess that means Fischl hasn't been playing that long either.
The Princessin needed but a single glance at these mere machinations of mankind to discern their working principles. Thus, with speed and brilliance paralleled by lightning alone, do I now arrive here at the gateway to yonder circle of secrets.
Mein Fräulein, too, has bested 2 opponents thus far, and is therefore one step away from becoming an official TCG player.
So there's a lot on the line, huh? Either Fischl or the Traveler is gonna come out of this duel as an official TCG player.
Indeed.
The Prinzessin herself heeds the call of fate and descends to this realm from the Immonakreich. Yet still, you dare to doubt the inevitability of the inevitable. Your stubborn foolishness is contemptible.
Mein Fräulein, I implore you to consider less odious turns of phrase, lest you be forced to feast on your words in the fullness of time.
What? I shall not lose, Oz! What say you, Outlander? Do you wish to make an enemy of me, the Prinzessin de Verurtelung, who even now begins to strum the strings of fate that shall sound out the Traveler's Requiem? Then I say it is time to see what you are made of.
Ready when you are. Dodge this!
I summon thee!
Let's finish this, swiftly.
This is but a small sacrifice necessary to achieve ultimate victory.
Freeze!
This is just my... What happened? Oz, with lightning twixt upper and lower mandible, strike thy pointy beak into this obstacle and remove it from my path!
Mein Fräulein, I cannot simply attack the traveler.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Burn! Don't lose your luck. Ah! This doesn't look good.
Impossible! Ugh, the cursed dragon looms near once more, casting its dark shadow on the slender threads of fate, hiding them from my vision. Traveler, was even this part of your plan?
What a truly ingenious plot, and what an exciting duel to witness.
Congratulations! You've won 3 duels now. That makes you an official TCG player.
Yeah! Oh, Sucrose, you're back! Does that mean...
Yep. I've won 2 games so far. When I got back, I heard you were in the middle of your final duel, so I came over to watch.
Nice! Sucrose won too as well! Great work!
It seems I am forced to admit, fellow voyager of the stellar void, that your mastery of the cards is second to none. To commemorate your glorious ascent to a battlefield beyond this lowly mortal realm, I grant thee an incarnation of my majesty in miniature. As you embark on this ingenious vocation, may you wield it in battle against all your fated foes, that not a single one of them may be left standing.
Mein Fräulein wishes to give you a Mein Fräulein character card.
Wow! It's Fischl's character card!
'Tis a mere token of such. To the victor of this splendid duel is a boon of commensurate splendor due.
Oh, excuse me, ma'am. I am also a beginner who has won 2 games so far. Might I also have the honor of joining you in a duel? If you would be willing, of course.
Nothing would delight me more. I hereby grant you permission to join me in performing the hallowed rite of genius invocation.
One other thing. When I got back, Prince and Shuyan said there was something they needed to give you if you managed to become an official TCG player.
Probably not. Oh, Paimon bets it's some kind of prize for making it as an official TCG player. Let's go get our prize!
With 3 electro dice, I sup.
Ah, so it was you who won the duel in the end. I knew you'd do it. Congratulations! You are now officially recognized members of the Genius Invocation TCG community. Very well done. Now, I will explain to you what becoming an official TCG player entails. The first thing all new official TCG players receive is their TCG Player's Handbook. This handbook tells you exactly what you need to do to become a top-tier TCG player. Make sure you read it. Secondly, a range of Genius Invocation merchandise is now available for you to purchase here at the Cat's Tail. So you see, becoming an official TCG player is really just the first step. And thirdly, whenever you wish to play a game with a friend, you can use the invitation board there. Whoever you wish to duel against, simply invite them to the tavern for a game. Yes, it's right by the bar counter. Once you get the hang of it, you can play with your friends whenever you want. That's it, really. If there's anything else you didn't quite understand, you can always come and ask me. Yes, indeed, I'm quite sure they will. Oh, sorry, I forgot to translate for you. Prince would like to say, hope you have fun playing Genius Invocation TCG.
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.